Let me show you easily one of the best affordable smartwatches that you can currently get, and this is what the box of it looks like. Overall the packaging is actually absolutely insane. Inside the box we do get a bunch of manuals here, also your magnetic charger, and also the watch itself. So it actually came in a bit more packaging, but I already have used it for some time essentially. And this is what the watch looks like. As you can see, the top of the watch is all metal, and again it looks absolutely amazing when it comes to quality. Again, we even have metal buttons here as well. Again, this another metal button over here. And as you see, design on this watch is absolutely awesome. And the best part about this watch actually is the price of it. As a regular price on this watch is around $15 to $20. But for example, on the Temu site, essentially at the moment, if you follow the link in description, you can get it for under $5. So basically I have a special link. Basically, if you follow that, that's what you will pay basically for this watch, which I think is absolutely insane. I'll also leave maybe link to AliExpress, but again, it will maybe cost like $15 to $20 over there. So if you can order from this site, I think it's absolutely insane. So basically check the link in the description. So when it first comes to the design, yeah, this actually looks absolutely amazing. And also the strap quality, as you can see, also is actually surprisingly decent. And again, if I basically consider just how much this watch actually costs, then it's actually unbelievable what kind of quality we actually get on this watch. As you see, the strap quality is actually fairly decent, so it's very rubbery and very well finished. So on the back we have a bunch of sensors here, and again the magnetic charger attachment over here. And the best part is we even get a flashlight here as well, which is absolutely awesome. On this side again we have a speaker here, so yep, this actually has speaker and microphone, so you can take calls actually from this watch. So let's check out what this watch essentially has. And if you swipe down like this, as you see, you can get to your quick menus, so you can adjust basically the brightness. And also the brightness actually on this watch is insanely good. So you see, I had it pretty much on the minimum. If I crank it more, it's actually too bright even in daylight. So I like to keep it maybe something like this. So battery saver, do not disturb. Phone calls on and off, and also we can turn on the flashlight. And again, yeah, the flashlight, yeah, it's one of my favorite features actually on this watch. And let's check out the brightness of the flashlight on this watch. Let me turn down my light. As you see, the brightness is actually fairly okay on this watch, so you can quite easily see everything indoors when you simply need to walk somewhere at night. So definitely, yep, quite acceptable brightness over here on this watch. And next, if you want to change your watch face, you can simply click and hold on your screen, and you can choose from different watch faces. So actually the watch face selection is incredibly good on this watch. And also obviously we can upload more watch faces from our phone over here. As you see, actually very good detail. Then if I swipe like this, I can actually get access to my notifications. For example, I can receive like WhatsApp notifications here on this watch as well, which is absolutely awesome. If I swipe like this, I can basically check my latest like open apps, also weather information, and place like calls directly. So okay, so we can enable or disable the call audio basically over here. And basically, yeah, the system actually is very nice on this watch. Then if I swipe like this, I can get access to my tiles. For example, the exercise tile, I can see how many steps I have done today, calories and stuff like that. Also for the past 24 hours as well, and also the step count data for the past days. I have reset this watch recently, so it's not showing anything for me, but actually when I compare the step counter versus other watches, the step counter actually felt actually pretty decent. And also obviously we have this heart rate monitoring here. So when it comes to more expensive watches, probably this will be worse, because obviously they probably can't insert like decent heart rate at this basically price. So yeah, it is what it is. Probably sleep tracking, I haven't used this, so I do not really care about the stuff, but this watch actually has. And again, we can see actually our weather information here, which is absolutely awesome. Also we can control music, but obviously you need to have your phone in range. And also this doesn't have internal storage, so but again you can play actually music on the speakers on this watch as long as your phone is in range essentially. And what else we had? Oh, also this button can be used as a scroll wheel here as well, so we have different workouts that we can add over here. So basically let me show what we have. So just a few basic workouts, but really all you will need. And this is, for example, what it would look like. By the way, this doesn't have GPS internally, so again you need your phone in range if you want to track like GPS activity essentially on this watch. And if you press your home button, you can get access to more apps and things. For example, you have your phone, so you can literally dial some number and press call and it will start the call. Again, if someone actually calls you and you have your phone in range, you'll be able to pick up the call from this watch as well and speak with the person, which I think is absolutely awesome. So contact persons, call records. Also we have this voice assistant. Depending if you connect it to like Android or iPhone, you'll get your like Google Voice Assistant or Siri, so that will be that. Again, some data, so okay, I showed you that already. Workout records, heart rate, sleep, oxygen, like messages, so these are simply the notifications basically from all the apps. Weather, female health tracking if you need that stuff, some breath training, probably I think this is a bit of a gimmicky. Stopwatch, so like a basic stopwatch essentially. See, you can also record like split laps here as well and a bunch of stuff like that. Also like a timer here, so yeah, basically like a normal timer essentially, as you see. And once it's up, it will basically vibrate like crazy on your arm. Also we can set multiple alarms here on this watch as well. Collection code, no idea what that is. Business cards, calendar, so you can kind of see the calendar here as well. So calculator, so yeah, it's actually absolutely awesome that we actually have a calculator on our wrist, and obviously the calculator, yeah, works as it should, so absolutely amazing. Okay, and also we can find our phone as well, so if you press this, your phone will like basically make a lot of sound to show you where it is. Also we can remotely control our camera as well, the phone camera, so take a picture remotely, and bunch of settings, so we can change the menu style. Oh, also the display brightness actually is very decent on this watch, so again, yeah. Also we have this raise to function as well, so essentially if you wear your watch, if you enable this function basically, so the display will essentially wake up when you like tilt your wrist and start looking at the watch, which I think is very nice feature over here. So also different languages, but these languages again might be slightly different depending on where you purchase. So not that many languages, yeah, just some basic ones. And again, we can customize this down key actually as well, which is cool. So let me show you what we actually have. Okay, and these are some things we have. Probably the only negative about this watch is we can't turn on the flashlight using the button. So I think that is probably the only negative I have found on this watch. Yeah, I think in the next version they should implement that. We can also maybe like press the button to turn on the flashlight instead of having to swipe the screen down and pressing the flashlight. But again, it doesn't really take much time, so simply again it would be cool maybe. And overall, yep, I think this watch I think is, yeah, absolutely great. So we have actually really decent build quality. It looks actually really nice, so it looks like very modern, and again much more expensive than it actually is. If someone were to say me that this watch costs like $100, I would actually believe them because the build quality is that nice on this watch. Okay, and this is what the app looks like. We have our step count, so for today, for weeks and months. Also we can start exercise here as well. So again, if you want GPS like recording basically, then obviously you need your phone in range, as this doesn't have internal GPS, but for this price I'm not complaining at all. And we can see our exercise records and some more stuff essentially over here. And also we can manage basically more settings over here. Oh, also when it comes to battery life, I think basically this can last maybe like almost 2 weeks, so depending on how you use. Obviously, if you use your flashlight a lot, then yeah, the battery life will obviously drain much faster. But again, basically it has been around 2 weeks since I had this watch, so I haven't worn it that much since I have about 10 other watches at the same time need review. But again, I haven't actually charged this yet, so I still have some battery. And again, I think I have had it for like almost 2 weeks already, so sitting maybe with some light usage essentially. So definitely the battery life is yeah, excellent. Obviously we can also change the dials here as well, so but you obviously need access to internet to load these dials. They're online, so you simply have to download them and send to the watch, and the selection actually is incredibly good on this watch, so much better than on some other cheap watches. Usually on other watch you only get a few dials and that's it, but again the selection is absolutely insane basically when it comes to dials on this watch. Basically these are some more things we can actually do here and customize, so you can pause it. As you see, the watch actually is very advanced. And overall, is this watch actually worth it, and should you get one? Well, really, for this price, if you are like new user on Temu essentially, then again it will cost less than $5. I have seen also basically for some countries it even costs like $1 or $2, so depending on your country where you are. So for example, for my country, again, like less than $5 I can get it for. And for the price, it's absolutely insane what we are getting. But still, even at regular price at like $15 to $20, then still this is absolutely insane. So not only we have extremely nice build quality, very good battery life, also the display quality is really nice on this watch essentially, and obviously the flashlight, which is absolutely awesome on this watch. Basically check the description, that will lead you to the like exact link where you can get this for the cheapest price essentially. So I'll leave on the Temu and also AliExpress, you can purchase it on both sites. But again, at the moment on the Temu, again it's absolutely ridiculous how much this thing actually costs. Anyway, good luck.